World of Tankers, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and I've swapped over to my press account. I saw all of these absolutely horrible donations coming in from you guys, and decided to swap over to my press account so I don't suffer as much. By the way, I find it absolutely despicable that Wargaming has the SPHT camo available on the press accounts, but you can't get it on your main account. I think that's pretty goofy. Okay, I am going to play these donations.
Approximus01 donated $2 through Super Chat. KV1 using the 122mm U11 gun.
The Vindic. Where even is it? There you go. How you guys been doing? I need to turn down my audio. It's way too loud. That's probably better. Can you eat? Okay. You keep asking me to eat a Kinder Creamer. You keep asking. Okay. I have 5 Norwegian soccer balls, 1 English. I can't believe Norway lost 1-2 against England after cheering my heart out for Norway. So you were cheering your heart out for gold? I literally won't know or care who wins until it's over. Can you eat me instead? Okay, Hannah. You still have a boyfriend. Real life tanks are around 6 to 30 million, so basically these in-game tanks are worth real tanks? Huh? I mean, technically you can buy, like, older World War II tanks for fairly inexpensive. Like an AMX 13 series you can get for like 20, 30 grand. Depends what you're buying. If you're buying an in-service tank with modern technology, yeah, it's going to be a lot. Where's Daddy Wallet? I guess you're taking up for him, Sinks. Thank you very much for the donation.
Sinks donated $2 through Super Chat. Where's Daddy Wallet?
I want to know where the enemy team is. Oh. It's time to get Liddy. Thank you very much for the donation. Appreciated, Lowe's.
At Lowe's 1N donated $49.99.
Thank you very much. Appreciated. Oh.
It's time to get Liddy.
Whoa! What the garbage? Whoa! Oh, man. I appreciate the donation, but holy garbage RNG. That's better. Alright, but yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for the donations. Appreciated. KV2 dispersion. That was worse. I don't know what that was. Come on, do it. You thought HE only was gonna stop me. You fool. I'm droodling it. I'm sure you are. I would like to see you, Panther. I would like to have a word with you. Well, first let me have a word with the KV2. I need to hit him right there. Ah, he angled his turret last second, and it looks like we got a bunch of vehicles kind of sitting over here aiming at me. Can't hit you. Might be able to hit this KV2, though. Well, I know you said HE only, but I'm firing a stand. Okay, well. My luck, it low rolls massively.
At Lowe's 1N,
This isn't looking great for my team.
Sue 101.
Oh my god. Ask Wallet to carry me. He always ignores me. Carry you what, to bed?
At Brew-Sinks donated $10 through.
Thank you for the donation, though. Appreciated.
Ask Wallet to carry me. He always ignores me.
I watched each and every video you made. Yeah, you watched all 3,000 videos. That's a lot of content. Let's see. Okay, well, he dead. SG-12154. That's an interesting tank.
Lowe's 1N donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Sue 121 to 54.
Rip to the Vindicator with the heat shell nerf. Yeah, Vindicator's getting flat nerfed. However, at least you'll be able to have a little bit more armor, I guess, right? Because AP is going to have less pen, so... Poke it. Poke it. Good boy! Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh, what a freaking ape. Way to go. Oh, man. Ain't no way. You're poking it again. What are we doing? Oh, we got the mayor of Stupidville over here. Yeah, that's right. Give up. Submit to Daddy Droodles.
Wingyanwi 6809 donated 10 Hong Kong dollars through Super Chat.
Thank you very much for the donation. Hong Kong dollars? Yo, do you know any fireworks suppliers? I need to buy some fireworks from China. Alright, well, I don't have any special rounds anymore, but that did pretty good. What are we gonna do to me, huh? Yeah! Vindicator! Boom, 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 boom! Okay. Okay. What is SDP-55? China does drones now? China also does fireworks. I know for a fact they do fireworks because China is the main manufacturer of fireworks. They produce like 90% of the world's fireworks, so I'm pretty confident that that China is doing most of the fireworks. Okay. OP tank must nerf, indeed. Look how OP it is. I got a thumbs down from who? World Trackster. Who? I don't even see that. Oh. My 48%er.
Is it true that you and him are related?
No, we are not related. Alright, well, all of you donated about $8 billion. So I need to pull up the stream chat and find all of these donations. Fan funding. Okay, we've got the Argonaut. I'm letting you know now, I'm not driving stock tanks unless it's for like $5. I will do the Argonaut, but I feel like $2 for the stock gun is quite a big ask. But I do appreciate the donations nonetheless. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Wallet, I don't think he's going to be on today. He might be on after I finish the stream, but he's been pretty busy working recently, so... my nose is so sniffy.
Play the Type 5 Heavy.
Type 5, thank you very much for the donation. I'm just trying to get this tank equip-alerted. Yeah, we don't need to change the ammo. That's already enough, and it already has a pre-equipped camo. Okay. Thank you very much, Red Wizard. $8 billion? Yes. $8 bajillion! I love different time zones. Yeah, what time is it for you, Hannah? It's 8 for me, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Was it like 2, 3 in the morning for you? About the 114 SP2. It's a decent vehicle. Thank you very much for the donation. Move out of my way. A very good boy. See? We just need more people like that on the enemy team.
KB2.
Argentina? IS4, thank you again very much for the donation. Almost 3 a.m. Bitch, who you calling a dummy?
At Lowe's 1N donated $1.99 through Super Chat.
Isn't it actually pronounced Argentina or something like that? That's how the natives pronounce it. Hello! God, this thing reverses slow. Interesting decision. Oh, okay. Alrighty, so I'm dead. I'm dead. Because I'm gonna be YOLO'd for literally no reason. Wow, look at that, guys. Look at that skill. Wow. Why is the entire enemy team just sending mid? Why do people do this? The IS-3 defender killed himself for it. The T-34-2 lost a substantial amount of health. Don't worry, though. We got our medium tank on heavy side, shooting a stock 50 TP and bouncing him. Oh, 2 bounces. Oh, a miss. Wow, good job. The only good thing I can say is that we're on my press account, so it doesn't really matter if I do good or bad, but it's definitely pretty disappointing when the entire enemy team just full sends you for absolutely no reason. Problem with the Argonaut is that it reverses at, what, 11 kilometers per hour? Yeah, I've never understood the decision to have tanks have bad reverse speed. Like, I get, like, the BZT-70 having bad reverse speed, but it is pretty frustrating when you're trying to... You know, like, the Argonaut is a tank that doesn't really have much going for it. So it just doesn't really make sense why they would also get rid of the one area that it kind of needs, which is mobility. Why does it reverse at 11? Like, Wargaming's decision-making never fails to elude my brain cells. Either way, boom, boom, boom. That's good. Okay, I need to do consumables. Here we go. I don't really love the Endurance, but it's a fun tank. I personally prefer the AMX 1357 out of the two. Okay, let me pull back up stream chat. Endurance. I already have an Endurance one. Thank you for the donation.
$1.99 through Super Chat. Endurance.
I do think we actually might win that game. Argonaut is a UFO and is meant to fly. Interesting. It's been raining for 3 days. Well, at least it didn't rain on all of your fireworks. That was definitely one of the worst days I've had in a very long time. For those of you that don't know, this year, up until the 4th of July, I had been planning to set off about $3 grand worth of fireworks, which I had, you know, done all the effort getting set up and everything, and it was supposed to be nice on Friday, which was the 3rd. The 4th looked horrible, so I set them up all for Friday. Spent 4 hours in 100-degree weather setting up fireworks for it to... The moment we started lighting the first row off, it immediately started pouring the hardest rain I've ever seen in Ohio since I've been here. And absolutely ruined every single firework. I think a couple, maybe like 10 survived out of the 80 or so boxes. So yeah, in other words, all of the fireworks got destroyed. All the money was... And my... Okay. Okay, really? It's an easy 8 we're bouncing it game? But yeah, basically all the money that I spent, and my friend spent, kind of got thrown away. So truly amazing. That's so... It was very unlucky. It was incredibly unlucky. Great, so I'm going to be shot by the Annihilator. Nothing I can do about it. Isn't that tank good for the game, guys? Taking 600 health off. What's more impressive is the 2 full health heavies and my Annihilator spawn camping. You know, it's always impressive to me how they decide to camp the whole time, and after their light tanks all drive in and die because they haven't done anything, then they decide to make a play. That's when... Okay, and he hits that. Alright. Okay. But yeah, it's always very impressive to me just How useless heavies are. And now my M6, after doing nothing the entire time, is going to send it in and die. 1, 2. Yeah, now this is a loss and a half. I mean, look at this guy. That's our Annihilator. That's who we get. The average Annihilator player is horrible at the game, and that player right there is a spitting example of why. And they have a bunch of mediums, so I can't really do anything about that. Okay, good RNG. Wow. You'd think for a gun that has 100 damage per shot, it would at least be somewhat accurate. Should the Annihilator be moved to tier 8? I wouldn't be against it, to be totally honest. This gun, I don't really like it. This is the major reason why I prefer the... Okay. This is the major reason why I prefer the 1357 over the Endurance, and it's because the gun on this tank just honestly isn't as good. It just isn't. Well, let's see. What is the KV-1S's big brain plan? Let's aim it on his hatch. 1, 2. Okay, that missed. Let's see. This enemy Annihilator is going to YOLO out in the open. SU-100Y kills him. I'm not spotted yet. There's the A-46. I mean, we're going to lose. They have all the base cap. And our team is horrible. Just another case of there's nothing you can do when your team sucks. It's really as simple as it is. I mean, I can sit here all day and try and cap the base, but it's not really going to change the outcome of this battle. I did fine, though. 1,700 damage. We lived. I spotted for the team, but they're horrible. So, oh well. Platoon with me and my wallet is yours. I think you have to donate first. Okay. I'm getting sleepy. Imagine sleeping. Yeah, it was a bad team. That was a really bad team. Okay, what's next? Next, I have to play in the Quetzal. Oh boy, I can't wait. Yeah, next year for the 4th, my friend and I are going to be putting a lot more effort into making sure the fireworks work properly. What's the tune price? Let's do
$4.99 through Super Chat. What's the tune price?
Let's do $3 a game. I think that's fair, because the last time I did tunes on stream, there was like 8 billion people that donated, and I streamed for like 8 hours. 114 SP2 with the worst possible equipment. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? Alright, here we go. FE 202 when? I think you missed a 4. Oh, Chieftain Proto next. I do like the Chieftain prototype, but as of now I have to go through all the donations. Do 3 tunes with the lad in chat. The lad? Who's the lad?
Do 3 tunes with the lad in chat.
I don't know who the lad is. Okay. I'm not really sure how that penned, to be honest. As they always say, you miss every shot you don't take, but I'm still not really sure how that penned. Okay. Well, I'm just going to sit here and wait. Chieftain Proto. Thank you very much for the donation.
At Lowe's 1N donated $1.
Yes, let's drive into my teammate. Yes, good job, KV. Wow, you're really skilled. Have you considered that you like men? No? No, you haven't figured that out? I'm just gonna keep pushing you. You're actually just stupid. There he goes. Why am I still getting shot at? There's obviously a tank, like, right there. Yo, guys, tank destroyer camos are good for the game, aren't they? Not really sure what to do here. See, I mean, every time somebody donates for the Quetzal, I'm not really sure what they're donating for, because they're not really watching me do anything. I'm just going to kind of drive around. Bro has infinite money. Yeah, he donated $2. He is truly the infinite money man. Thank you very much for the donations, but I do always find it funny. I remember Wallet donated like $2 like 10 times once, and people are like, oh my god, he's rich. I'm like, $20. Ah, it's a stir mill. I can't do anything about him. Isn't this fun, guys? Wow. I love tank destroyers and how they can outspot you in a heavy across the map, have enough camo that you can't do anything about them, and get away with it. Isn't that so much fun? Good game design. The only thing I can say is that I'm happy. Okay. I'm happy that Wargaming is finally nerfing tank destroyer camo values. It took them a while, but they are finally doing it. Isn't this fun? Yeah, I don't know. Whenever people donate for the Quetzal, I really don't know what they expect to see, but, wow, there you go. We hit a shot. That's 679 damage dealt. I'm pretty sure if I had driven literally any other tank, we would have won this game. Just to be totally honest right now. Okay. Yeah, look at this really exciting gameplay, bro. Wow. I should make a rule that if you want to see tanks like this played, you have to donate a minimum of like $10. Because this just isn't exciting for anybody. Just watched your video about that game mode where all tiers play. It is a very fun game mode. You're talking about, I don't even remember what it's called. Okay. Let's see. Ah, there you go. Outspotted again by probably the Sturm Mill. Isn't that fun, though? It's really, really exciting to be outspotted by tank destroyers. Is he just going to be in that bush and I won't be able to spot him from here? Oh, no. Well. Oh, look at that. That was a really, really accurate shot coming from my vehicle. Boom. I actually hit him. Funny part is, this is potentially winnable. Poke it again. Genius. Absolute genius. Let's show my entire hatch to a vehicle that can see my entire hatch. We can agree the Quetzal's the worst tank in the game. It's definitely one of the worst tanks, I will easily say that. I don't know if, well, the BZT-70 might not be horrible if Wargaming gives the BZT-70 V-stabs next update, like when they go through with the V-stabs change, it might actually make it decent. But the only reason, Eco, I'm not going to say the Quetzal is the worst tank in the game is because, like, as you can see, I've actually done 2,700 and blocked 1,800. Like, the tank may suck, but the gun isn't the worst, and the armor can still get bounces. I still genuinely believe that the Vindicator is the worst experience possible. Like, and same for the BZT-70. I have a 5% win rate in the BZT, which makes it my worst win rate tank, like, ever. So, it's pretty bad. Versus this tank, I think I have like a 60, almost 70% win rate in this thing. So, you can make a big enough impact in tier 8 that you'll still win in this tank. You just don't do that in the BZT. Droodles, I'm right here. Oh. Are you the person you wanted me to tune with? Okay. But if I back up... Never mind. Never mind, I have 0 support. Thank you, Vindicator, for doing literally nothing but sitting in the base. Wow. What an effective teammate, guys. What a team player. Literally all he had to do was poke that corner. But instead, he's going to sit here. He might even be AFK. I'm willing to bet that we're going to lose this. I'm willing to bet. Oh, never mind. He's back. Oh, now you want to go. Oh, now you want to do something. 99, 100. Oh, so the defender's just not going to do anything. Okay. Skilled player. Well, there you go. We got to win. There you go. Top on the team. That was a really bad team. Yeah, this was noob MM. I was going to say, these were 100% noobs. I still don't excuse being a new player when you're pushing somebody. Like, I don't care if you have one battle. If you're pushing your teammate, you're deserve to be called out. But yeah, this was all noob MM. Bob Kermanlog is the one I donated for. Okay. I'll donate $5,999 for him to play a stop Quetzal. I don't think you will. I'm willing to take you up on that, though.
Is the one who I donated for.
Okay. Vindicator carried? Yeah, he really carried. Alright, let me go see the next donation. For a platoon in a tier 9 heavy. I'm a noob. Alright, well, you'll have to wait, because I have to platoon with, the log guy first. I don't know his account name, though. So, I need to know your account name before I can tune with you. So, I'm gonna do another game. You guys can send me your account names or whatever. Next, I have to play in... the Waffenträger. You didn't say which waffle, and because the Waffen F1 is a tier 10 and it's spelled Waffen, I'm assuming you're referring to the waffle tier 9, which is the Waffenträger. So I'm playing in this. You might have been referring to the tier 10, but that's on you for not spelling the name correct. Not me! Provisions, we're going to do double gear oil to get as much mobility as we can out of this vehicle, and especially because the reverse speed isn't the best, we're going to do boom, boom, boom. Then we got to put a camo on this vehicle. We don't have much gold left, so I'm just going to go with a, let's go with a 600 gold one. I need to contact Wargaming for more stuff on my press account. And then do this. I still don't know why Wargaming needs to give me a press account. I'd much rather have them just put the new tanks on my main account, and then they don't have to give me gold and stuff every time. They can just give me the new tanks. I already have the credits and everything else. It would make life much easier. Alright, either way. I'm going to go into battle. Dare you to queue and wait for a tier 1 game? Okay, I will. Alright, I need to pull up stream chat again. Does anyone know what the yearly rewards will be for those who have 12 years? Yeah, just go into my Discord server, go to Blitz News. It's posted in there. TBNL5? Why do you have such a weird account name? Why aren't you running enhanced armor on the waffle? Yeah, you're right. You know, clearly enhanced armor is the way to go. I'm sorry. We're too scared to poke because of a BZ 166. Really? Really? This is what we're doing to me? Bruh. Bruh, bruh, bruh. Bruh, 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 bruh. Okay. Anger. Seethe mold! What is the most broken tank? I'd say the SPHT is up there right now. The SPHT is pretty dumb. Not really sure what Wargaming was thinking. Okay. Aiming. I'm not able to HE, but 575 is still pretty good. Alright, we're just gonna chill here. Ooh. Come on. Make a play. Thank you. The Waffle is a really dumb tank. It always has been, but it's because you can literally just get away with frontlining. Like, this is a tank destroyer that has 0 armor. But because it has so much mobility and, you know, DPM and everything else, you can literally just do whatever you want and get away with it. It's pretty stupid when you think about it. I mean, there goes 576. Of course, they broke my engine again. Like, really? So, I don't have a repair kit now. Alright, I don't really care if I get shot. Tunnel me all you want. I'm going to hit you now for 500, and then I'm going to reload in a few seconds, and you're going to get hit again. I know for a fact I have more DPM than you, so... I'm just going to ignore the 752 and immediately start pushing the yo. Bonk! There you go. 790, and that puts me up to 3,209 damage. Sweet. There you go. Teams are poop. Indeed they are. I don't know what else to say. The question that we really have to say, Arch, is why do we keep playing this game when it sucks so much? That's the real question. And the correct answer is because we're retarded. Oh, man. Alright, well, that wasn't a bad game at all. SPHT is just a pack of Twinkies for the NC-70. Not really, though. I still think the SPHT would beat an NC-70. Okay, what is next? I have to tune with that one guy. Let me get the tank I'm playing next, though. KV-1 using the 122. Bro, I'm skipping the KV-1 for now. We'll go back to that later. SU-101, okay. Because I'm not going to sit in queue in a tier 5 trying to platoon. Alright, SU-101. Let me do that first. Tier 8. Where is it? It's a Soviet tech tree. And it's right there. You keep donating for vehicles I don't have equipped. Pretty soon here I'm going to be out of credits. Okay. Well, that's good there. And then provisions. 1, 2, 3. And then we have ammunition. There's 35. There's 10. And... that's fine, whatever. Okay. Now I need to get rid of this. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do for credits. I've only got 18 mil left, which is not a lot, judging that I have to equip a lot of vehicles on this account still. I don't know why Wargaming doesn't just give you, like, 10 billion credits or something, you know, insane. Alright, I need to go find the guy that I'm platooning with. TBNL5. An interesting name. There you are. In the Syria clan. Alright, well there's your platoon. I'm gonna give you about 2 minutes to get into this platoon. Should I get the Object 752? It's on sale for 10,000 gold right now. I'd just wait. The 752 is a good tank, but it's just boring. The kind of people that spam those tanks are just, I don't know. Some loud car outside. But yeah, I don't think it's very fun to drive vehicles that are overpowered. It's boring. Like, even the SPHT, I played it 85 times because I 3-marked it, and I haven't played it since I finished my last 3-mark game. Like, I don't know. Some people enjoy driving the most overpowered tanks over and over and over. I don't. I think driving vehicles that are fun and have a unique gameplay style are much more enjoyable than tanks that are just overpowered. Is the community getting a lot stupider? No, they've always been pretty bad. Just play the 5-yo instead of the 7.52. Yeah, the M5-yo is pretty good. So is the Progetto 66, is it? The tier 9? That tank's honestly just as good as the 7.52. Honestly, it even has moments when it's better. So, a lot of people always forget that there are vehicles that are very similar. Okay, there's the Kyler. I got stuck on a rock. That sounds like a bit of a skill issue. I love only having like 2 degrees of gun depression in this vehicle. It's very, very enjoyable. See, now what I need is my teammate in the SU-101 over here, which I don't think they're going to be, which means that we're screwed because the medium flank is cooked. I literally don't have the gun depression for this, so I'm screwed. Oh, and that doesn't pen. I hate this game, dude. I really do. I hate this game. How does that not pen? Like, serious question. How does that not pen? That is such... Okay, yeah, and I don't have gun depression to hit. Okay. This is not a good tank. I'm gonna be totally honest. This tank is not good. Like, I don't know why anybody would ever play this thing. The gun itself is alright, but... Wow. Everything about this tank is a joke. In terms of... Even the DPM's not good. It's horrible. I don't know why anybody would ever play this thing. I'm just going to be YOLO'd by this guy, and the T-49 is going to go out of his way to tunnel me, and he hits it. Of course he does. Yeah, that's great. What an enjoyable experience. What an enjoyable experience. Think you can haul down it? No. This tank's garbage. I'm not really sure why anybody would ever play it. The game was a loss to begin with, though. Our mediums played way too aggressive, and my gun decided to miss every single shot that I fired. You combine those two, and it's pretty bad. Okay. 2 more games. Think the SU-101 is 4 degrees? It doesn't. It has less. 2 degrees. Right there. It's one of the worst. It's just like the Vindicator. I'm not really sure what Wargaming expects you to do with a tank that has 4 degrees of gun depression. And not only that, but it doesn't even have good DPM. It's 2400. I've never understood the balancing on this tank. It's not accurate. Its DPM isn't good. I mean, compare the SU-101 to an SU-130. This tank has better DPM because it's not even equipped. It has better alpha damage, better gun depression. It has, honestly, better mobility. I'm just not really sure what the SU-101 has. The 263 is obsolete? That's not true. The 263 itself is a very good vehicle. I actually think the 263 is great. Just unfortunately, the SU-101 is garbage. Alright, I have to play in the SU-122-54. And yeah, the SU-122-54 is also a decent vehicle. It's just the SU-101 that isn't good. I don't know why Wargaming refuses to buff a lot of these vehicles that don't really have a purpose. They allow some tank destroyers to be completely overpowered and dominate the battlefield, and then they leave the ones that actually need to be buffed in the dust. It's really stupid. Like the Jagdtiger, for example. The Jagdtiger really never needed a buff. It never needed tungsten. It never needed 50 degrees of traverse speed. And they gave it all those things. But then vehicles like the Ferdinand, which have been garbage for years, they just leave for no reason. Like, Wargaming's balancing decisions have always ceased to amaze me. They really have. I think you're supposed to camp in most of the 263 line. You are, but there's not much you can do in a game like that when there's not really many camping spots on Mayan Ruins. I mean, you could go to the heavy side, but the heavy side was a loss immediately, so sitting our tank destroyers there would have been a disaster. The medium flank was a loss as well, because the mediums over-aggressed when they shouldn't have. They all got killed, and I didn't have the gun depression to do anything, so that was it. It's a horrible map for the tank. If we had 4 degrees of gun depression, I could have hit that T-77. But with 2 degrees, you can't do anything. It's just never been a good tank. Will Watby ever have an incredibly flat map? Himmelsdorf? What do you mean? Himmelsdorf is pretty flat. If we're not talking about Himmelsdorf, there's also a Dynasty's Pearl. I'd say both of those are pretty flat. Problem with Blitz is that Wargaming doesn't give fair positions to every vehicle. There should always be decent tank destroyer spots on both sides of the map, decent medium spots on both sides of the map, and decent heavy spots. Problem is, the game just isn't like that. Usually, there aren't good tank destroyer spots in some games. Stream delays enraging? What do you mean? Want to know what else says 2 degrees of gun depression? The Vindicator, indeed. Indeed it does. Play the CS. Well, as I said, we got a bunch of donations to go through right now. After we're done with the donations, if we even get through all the donations, I will potentially play some non-donation vehicles, but, yeah, there's a whole list I have to go through. I like how this guy's complaining about players. I guarantee he's bad at the game. Alright, I'm going to chill in this bush, and I'm not going to play over-aggressive this time. There we go. Nice shot into the Yag Panther, and not really sure what their game plan is, but they get shot again, and again. Oh, this is that horrible defender that we had last time we played on this map. Ironic how that works, right? Either way, we've already taken out the Yag Panther. See, this tank at least has some gun depression. As I mentioned, like, you don't need a lot of gun depression. 4 degrees is enough for most tank destroyers, because you're not frontlining. But 2 degrees is just horrible. It's practically unusable. Let's see. Will they back up? I don't want to over-aggress. Okay, there's one shell. We actually got a bounce, which is pretty shocking. And, this player thinks that they're doing a good job in their Grom, but they're forgetting that my tank has flat more DPM than theirs. They may have one of the highest DPM tanks in Tier 8, but they don't have one of the highest DPM tanks in Tier 9. There's one shot. Oh, we actually got a bounce. Look at that. Now I'm cooked because I don't have any team support anymore. And look at this, guys. 2 autoloaders. Because autoloaders are good for the game. There's a 280 shot. I do find it impressive how hard the enemy team is trying to tunnel me here. There's another shot. There you go. Good job. And now the 7.52 is going to hit me, but not after I bounce him first. Yeah, I mean, congrats, you rushed me. I still did 3,300 damage, I blocked 1,500, and we won, so... Not really sure what the thought process was there, to be totally honest, but enjoy the loss, I guess. Yep, there goes all of your health. What would you say is the best season in Watby? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. This game doesn't have seasons. There goes the 92E1, and our teammate bounces a shot. Interesting. If you lose to the 7.52, I will not forgive you. Hello from Germany. Germany is a very, very cool country. Is it worth getting the CS63 now? I just go for the Leopard one. It's a better tank. The line is more enjoyable to grind. So yeah, I'd go with the Leopard one, personally. Alright, one last game. And that is in the KV2. Alright. It's already equipped. Nice. Now let me pull up the stream chat again. We gotta go like between the stream chat and the donations. And then I have to tune with acknowledged after that. Acknowledged, I don't know your account name, so you're gonna have to post it. 116 F3 or Super Conk, they're not really comparable. You guys always ask me questions like that, and it's like, dude, you're asking what's better, an autoloader with a 3-shell 1200 alpha gun, or a single shot that's meant for hull down fighting? Like, I can't give you an answer. You have to decide what playstyle you want. You know, what's better, a 183 or a 268? Well, they're not really comparable. Thank you very much for the donation. Appreciate it, acknowledged. Again.
Acknowledged of all the Consic 366 donated $20 through Super Chat. My account name is War of Antiques, and this is for one more platoon laughing face.
Are we top tier? Yeah, we are. They only have one heavy, so they're probably not going to go this way. Aiming, aiming. Ooh. I don't want to move my reticle too fast. But I have a feeling that this Panzer will make a play at some point, right? I don't want to... Bruh. I just want to shoot this Panzer 4G, but he's just not moving. He's just sitting there the whole time. Like, why? Oh, we have a Blitz 9000. There you go. Like, I was just waiting for somebody to move, and they just weren't for some reason. How much donate for a tune? Right now we're doing $3 a game. Well, that's not worth it anymore. We've got a bunch of tanks over there. I might just wait for somebody to poke over here. $100, yeah, $100. I think that sounds good. Well, I'm going to do about 5 damage this game. Nice. There you go. It's pretty juicy. The thing about the KV-2 is it is honestly an overpowered tank. I mean, the ability to take 600 health off somebody like that is... It's pretty stupid. That's literally half of a heavy just gone. It's the same capabilities as a BZT-70. The difference is that it's at tier 6, so it hits a lot harder if you think about it. And I mean, sure, the accuracy's bad, but... Okay. That was pretty unfortunate. Now I reload for another 8 years. 3 years later. Alright, I'm just gonna kill this guy. It's too much effort to do anything else. Hello. Yeah, you can shoot me all you want. You can run away all you want. But it's not going to change... Oh. Okay. See, that right there, that is the BZT-70 experience. It's... You have a really easy shot on a super pennable tank, and it hits, like, the one spot it couldn't pen. And then your teammate farms all the damage. That is the BZT experience in a nutshell. We did fine. But that is really the BZT-70 experience right there. Alright. Not too bad. I'm going to assume I'm going to play the guessing game and guess your win rate. I'm going to say 57.65. That was pretty close. Either way, thank you for the tunes. Thank you for the donations. Now I have to play in... a platoon with War of Antiques. Interesting. You have got to be over the age of 20. I'm going to say 37. Because there's nobody under the age of 20 that's picking the name War of Antiques. I'm not judging you or anything. How much money to get in a maid dress? Somebody donates $200. I will buy a maid outfit and wear next stream. All right, let me. Well, actually, I can't guess your win rate yet. I will guess it after I platoon. All right, let me see. I have to. I'm not going to be only playing tier 9. The donation I have to play in is the SDP 44. I think that's the tier 7, right? The Burza? No, that's the 57. Ah. Oh, it is the burrs. I meant the tier 6. Alright, let me equip this. I'm gonna just put on the free camo for now. I can't afford to waste gold on camos I don't have. So I have to do this. Boom. Boom, boom. Tier... Bruh, what do you mean you don't have tier 6? Let me see what tier 9 donations I have. I'll do the tier 9 ones. Do you only have tier 9? I don't even know if I have any tier 9 donations. I have an STP 60 donation. Is that the gonk? I think that is, right? Yeah, okay. I can play the gonk. I will do the tier 9 donations I have, but I don't think I have many. But I'll play in the Gonkavica. If not, you'll probably have to wait till the end of the stream. Just as advice for anybody, if you do plan on donating on the stream, just remember I'm still going to be playing the tanks that are donated for, because people donated beforehand. So if you want me to play with you, you're going to have the tiers of the vehicles that I'm playing. Like, I appreciate the donations, but, you know, at the end of the day, I still got to play the donation tanks as well. So I'll play the ones that were donated for, but after that, you might have to wait for me to get through these donations before we can continue the platoon. I have an SDP 60, a Chieftain Proto donation. And that's about it. So we got 2 tier 9 donos, and then I'll finish the rest of the donations. And then if you're still there, we'll do some more donations at the end. But I do appreciate the donation either way. Alright. Let me pull back up stream chat.
Time to roll out.
Where is my big boy infinite money? Why does a dude want me in a maid dress? What? Okay. Cereal at 3:35 a.m. Cereal's goated. Like, really early. Well, I hit him once. It's 42 aces for my battle account. Good? I don't know. I don't remember how many games you had, I'm gonna be honest. What was it, like 1,800 battles? Also, double platooning Torn Bonds, you guys are really gay. I'm just gonna be honest. You're really lame. Just so you know. I mean, anybody, I'm just gonna be honest. Anybody that's double platooning Torn Bonds is just a horrible human being. It can't even be fun to platoon him. Like, my friend and I yesterday, we were so sick and tired of getting bad teams that we just played. We said, well, we were trying to do double BZT-70, which is like, you know, it's a horrible tank. So we were just memeing around and trying to have fun. And every single game we played, we had, you know, tryhards in the most cringe tanks possible up against us. So we had vehicles like double cron, you know, double stuff like that. So we're just trying to have an experience over here that's not horrible. And in return against us, we have literally the just gayest platoons possible. And we said, you know, oh, it must be so challenging to win games. So I played I don't remember what I played, but I played an autoloader that was OP, and he played a VZ55, and we did not lose a single game out of the 10 we played. I genuinely believe that if you're the kind of person that's playing, like, double Cron, double Torn Von, you know, if that's the kind of gameplay that you're doing, you are the reason the game is dying. I legitimately believe that. Like, I full-heartedly believe that, because you're not helping anybody. You're just making the game a worse place. boy. This isn't good. I'm just gonna sit here for now. There you go. Erica's out of the game. I knew he was gonna poke at some point. I kind of had a feeling. Alright. We should be unspotted at this point. So if I just chill here, I should be totally fine. I wonder if that Tornbon is somewhere over there poking. I'm just not really sure what to do. I have an E75 TS over here, which I should be able to get a pretty easy shot into. Now I can back up. And while the E75 TS is a tier 9 heavy now, which does have decent levels of DPM, it doesn't really matter. Bro doesn't really stand a chance against my vehicle. Alright, well that's pretty good. That puts me up to 3,500 damage, and we are at least in a winning scenario now. Of course, I still literally can't do anything to this Tornbon. Isn't that good for the game, guys? You know, a tier 9 that you physically can't do anything to. It's a pretty good roll, though, I will say. 300 damage, HE splash. Aiming. Oh, come on. That was so close. Okay, well, literally nothing I can do. Isn't this fun? Autoloaders are good for the game, guys. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't even matter. It really doesn't. Unfortunately, my toon mate did kind of dialer, which didn't really help. Yeah, whatever. Nothing I can do. Not a GG at all, my guy. Have a good one, Hannah. Yeah, I mean, I did good. 3,800 damage. Did my job. I am going to give both of these players thumbs down, though. You get a thumb down, and you get a thumb down. 60% player, and another 60% player. And that's the kind of garbage you see them playing in. But this is why I genuinely believe that they're not good at the game. I hope that you watch this on stream, and I hope that you realize that the reason this game is in a bad state right now, and the reason that people genuinely don't enjoy playing this game, is because people like you sit there in double overpowered autoloaders and do nothing but ruin the matchmaker. Everybody gave you thumbs down, by the way. I'm not the only one. But don't worry, you know, you guys gave yourself thumbs up, so you're really proud of each other for stroking each other off in the most OP tanks in the game. Which, I should add, you did pretty horrible in. The fact that that game was even close to begin with shows that you genuinely don't have skill. Like, you should not have almost lost that game to a freaking gonk. I'm gonna be totally honest. But I have zero respect for people that spawn camp in... Or, not spawn camp, who just play overpowered tanks. If you're gonna play solo in a cron, that's fine. But if you're gonna bring two of them in a platoon, double 40-05... I just have zero respect. Especially if you're gonna do it over and over and over. It's just not fun. Alright, well, I have to play in the Chieftain Proto now, which I already have equipped, and then I'll do the BZ68 because you donated $20, and then I will do the other games, and then, yeah, and then I'll do the other ones. Also, am I willing to knock the price down to $150 for the outfit? I will do $170. That is my final offer. Which line do you think is the most fun to grind? There's multiple lines that I enjoy, so I can't really tell you which one, but I do think that the Yo line is pretty fun. Can we pile up the dono? Nah, I think it has to be one donation. Okay. Okay. Really, game. Really. My bad. My bad, RNG. We don't know where the other Tornvon is. Ah, there he is. Okay. Unfortunately, Skoda shot him right before I did, and it angled his vehicle to a point where I couldn't pen it anymore. Oh, look. The tunnel arrives. Okay. This Skoda is unfortunately doing nothing but blocking me. Good job. You had the angle. Move out of my way, Skoda. You're literally just a waste of time. Ooh, don't forget about the spawn camping Semovente. The skill. Okay, well, not really sure what to say about this current time frame. Now we're getting shot from medium flank. Another skilled team we have here. Ooh, 644 HE is pretty nasty, I will say that. I think I did hit the Chimera. But it doesn't really make a difference, does it now? I don't think it does. Ow. I swapped back to standard rounds. I got kind of screwed there, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Isn't this fun, guys? You know, going up against double Tornvon. Such skill. Really, you know, skillful gameplay. Isn't that fun, though? But I do want to give you advice. Acknowledge you definitely got to stop playing so aggressive. You're bleeding too much health and unfortunately falling apart. Alright, I have one last game in the BZ68, and then we'll call it. I'm just interested to see how many games these people have in the Tornvon. Just interested to see. Actually, I guess I can just go to their most played tanks. Helsing, FCM. Ah, 700 games in the Annihilator. Yeah, that's about all I needed to see. Alright. One last battle. Oh, never mind. Well, I will do BZ68, but I will get through the other donations first. Okay. SRT and Apex on one team. I mean, I don't even care about that. I don't even think SRT is a very good clan, to be honest. The Tornvons weren't even playing good. It's just the fact that our team sucked. Alright, let me go pull up the list. I have to play in SDP 44. That's right. The Tier 6 Polish tank. There you go. It's already equipped. Is the gun... Yep, everything's good. Okay. Let's go. $175. Let's do it. Well, that's up to Lowe's. Oh, I'll do 3 donos since I can't do 170 flat. Thank you very much for the donation, Lowe's. I appreciate it, my guy. Bro really wants to see me in a made out.
$99.99 through Super Chat. I'll do 3 donos since I can't do 170 flat.
The BZ68 is one of my favorite things to play in. Oh, God. Well, I know I'm screwed now. Thank you very much for the donations. I appreciate it.
Donated $49.99 through Super Chat. Second.
Yes, hello. Well, I would say what tank do you want to see played for $170, but you get the maid outfit. Thank you very much for the donations, though. I appreciate it. Very much appreciated. Also, somewhat not appreciated in one regard, but I do appreciate it. Proxima, you know what? I'll make you a deal. Proximus, if you donate... I don't know. I don't know how much, but you can pick the maid out if you donate a certain amount. Therum. Alright. Isn't that the, Yeah, that's the... Ooh, wait a sec. Chonk. What the hell? What can I tell you? I've got the biggest gooner audience. I'm not complaining. Money's money. I'm willing to be a billionaire's maid if they give me enough money. Alright, anyway. Let me, aim it on you. Nice. Izadamika. This thing is really OP, by the way. Easily one of the most OP tanks in the game. It's not OP when you have teammates driving in front of you, but it's really dumb. Like, these players cannot pen me. They can pen me if they see my lower plate. But if they can't pen me. Is that a weak point? Well, I guess we'll never know. I don't think that's a weak point, is it? No, it's not. It's kind of frustrating the game doesn't really tell you that's a weak point or not. Just keep going, just keep going. Chunk! There you go. The other thing that's crazy about this tank is not only does it have insanely OP armor, but it also has a really good gun. Like, it has really solid levels of DPM. So, it's like the double whammy. Well, there you go, 2,400 damage. That was a pretty easy battle, I have to say. Droodles earned like half 1,000 in 1 hour. Oh, not too bad. M60 worth $40? No. Just get the M48 patent. It's literally free and it has the same credit coefficient. The M60 is a decent tank, but it's not worth the money when there are plenty of better options. I have to do the Type 5 Heavy. Also, I don't know if I replied to the comment about Wallet and I being related, but we are not related. I was made up, just like Flossie being related to me. Pull back up the chat. BZ68 is one of my favorite things to play in. It's a pretty good tank. I will say it's a pretty good tank. I like the alpha damage. I like the armor. The gun depression is a little mid. I think on PC it has like 8 degrees. But in general, it's a pretty good vehicle. Alright, here we go. Speed, 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 speed. Your KV-1 was camping? What KV-1? I had a KV-1? Just gonna HE splash him. There's literally no reason to do anything else when I can't pen him. This vehicle may be really strong, but when you can't pen anything in front of you, it's obviously going to struggle a bit. Not entirely sure what to do here right now. Just going to do another HE splash. Bro just goes right through me. I mean, I've done 700 damage just splashing them. I still have plenty more HE shells. Our 183 is pretty horrible, though. I'm not really sure what Bro is trying to accomplish with his plays. Nice, there you go. 724 into the 60. But it's not looking very good for our team right now, is it? No, it's not. Our team is doing horrible just all around. Yeah. Welcome to Blitz. The problem is when you drive a super heavy like this, you're relying on your team to not suck, right? I mean, I'm doing fine. I'm up to 2,200 damage. I've bled out the enemy, at least a decent amount, but it doesn't really matter when this is your team, you know? I mean, there's only so much you can do. I've done 3,300 now. I mean, done a lot of damage. Just doesn't matter. Blitz teams are horrible. Just like this, the 60 TP. There you go, 845. Yeah, I mean, I did pretty good. I did 4,200 damage, but I don't know what you're supposed to do in that situation. Don't worry, MM is random. Yeah, it is. It's very random. Where's Wallet? He should be playing with you. I told you he was at work. Do you have every tank? On this account, I do. On my main account, no. Rating became more terrible. That's regular battles. Interesting. I'm just assuming you're saying ratings is worse than normal games. Another KV2 donation? Alright. You guys always donate for, like, the same tanks. I swear. And don't get me wrong, I like playing in the KV2. I like playing in the Type 5 Heavy and the 114 SP2, but I swear 99% of the time you guys donate, it's always for the same 20 vehicles. It's never anything unique. It's the Quetzal, it's the Vindicator, it's the Type 5 Heavy, you know, stuff like that. Okay. Oh yeah, I have to do the KV1. What was I supposed to do, Proximus? Playing a tier 1 and you'll give me money or something? We should donate T30 or KB Junior. If somebody donates $50, I'll let them pick the outfit I have to wear. How's that? That's my final decision. If not, I'm gonna pick it. KB Junior is at least a unique tank. Yeah, it is. T30 isn't. We should have at least skill-based matchmaking. No, we really shouldn't. Anybody that thinks skill-based matchmaking is the solution is just completely wrong. What would that solve? That would solve the problem of what? Skilled players being good at the game, so we're going to punish them by forcing them to fight other skilled players every single game to a point where they don't want to play the game anymore? I'm not really sure how that solves the problem. It literally does nothing but make skilled players hate the game, and then forces skilled players to have 20%ers on their team to even it out. That's not fun for anyone, actually. The only people that want skill-based matchmaking are the 42%ers that are so bad at the game that they rely on skilled players to actually carry their frickin' asses. Skill-based matchmaking will never be a good thing. Ever. Just won't be. Okay. Well, that was horrible. Should be based on win rate now. That's just a horrible take. As I said, anybody that believes skill-based matchmaking should be in this game, just they need to not speak. Basically, the equivalence of saying skill-based matchmaking should be in the game, or it should be based on win rate, is like saying, oh, look, you're a 70%er because you learned how to get good at the game. Well, you're going to get paired with 5 40%ers because they didn't learn how to get good at the game, and you're going to have to carry your entire ass off every single game if you want a chance at winning, because you're good at the game. How does that make sense? It doesn't. It's completely flawed. That thought process is really bad. The correct solution is to make it so that there can't be an even amount. Like, there can't be like 5 40%ers on one team and then one on the other. There should be like a rule that there can't be bad players on one team and not on the other. Like, it should be evened out. If there's a 40%er on one team, there should be a 40%er on the other team. But it shouldn't be if there's a skilled player on one team, there's a skilled player on the other team. Skilled players aren't the problem. It's the people that are bad at the game that make it act like it's everybody else's problem. It's always been like that. You get people that aren't good at the game that act like it's the people that are good's fault, you know? It's like tax the rich. Well, taxing the rich actually solves problems. But if you don't want to work a job and you're the kind of person, like being a 42%er is the equivalent of like not working a job, even though you're completely able to, and then, you know, telling the government to tax the rich so that you can get paid for being on disability for not working a job. That's the equivalent. Like, just because you're fat and don't work, even though you could and are perfectly able to, isn't my problem. And it's the same thing in Blitz. If you're a 40%er because you refuse to learn how to play the game and refuse to get better at the game, why am I getting punished for that? Learn how to get better at the game. Stop blaming others for your own mistakes. If you're 40%, there's nobody at fault but yourself. That's really as simple as it is. Sure, teams are bad, but I deal with bad teams all the time, and yet on my press account, I'm 70-ish% win rate every month. On my main account, I'm over 70% every month. If I'm able to average 70%, then you should be able to average whatever it is that you're capable of. What do you think about Wargaming putting the Tornvon and the Defender Mark 1 in the shop in the same bundle? I don't really care, to be honest. They've sold those vehicles a lot of times in the past. Now, if you're asking, is it worth buying? That's a totally different question, but I forgot I played the IS-4 with all the consumables because somebody donated for that. Okay, battle. Okay, let me pull back up chat. Tornvon getting surfed now? You mean nerfed? It's not really getting nerfed. Even though it's losing armor, it's not really going to change anything. Wargaming didn't nerf it the way it should have been nerfed. They should have made the gun worse, or the mobility. They didn't really balance it the correct way. I sold my Conf Panzer 70 for the Tornvon. I mean, you already know the answer, Uzi. I'm not gonna repeat myself. Can't grind my WZ-120 line without a Tornvon, huh? Watby is horrid. Well, at least you have a good name. Let's see. Is anybody gonna cross? What would be your favorite season tank, 1 through 6? I don't really know if I have a favorite season tank, but I think that the KV Junior is up there. I like the KV Junior because it's actually unique. I would have said the Regressor until Wargaming decided to nerf it for literally no reason. Like, I actually don't know why they nerfed it. They just said, yo, look at this tank that's, like, pretty well balanced and fun. Yeah, we're gonna nerf it. Screw you. Like, what? Am I an official Droodles supporter? Indubitably. Okay, we love the grill.
Donated $5 through Super Chat.
Okay, so basically, it doesn't matter where I go, I'm gonna be shot. Yeah, okay. Isn't that fun? Aren't tank just... Wow, I'm really enjoying this, guys. I'm really, I'm having a fun experience right now. Wow, good job, Grill. Good job. Good job. Took my team that long to actually do something about that. The whole point of the IS-4 is to be a distraction. And when people like that Grill go out of their way to try and tunnel this tank, they're throwing their games away. That's what they did. That Grill threw an entire full health vehicle away to tunnel an IS-4. Like, congratulations, my guy. Same thing for the AMX M4. Throwing out of his way to try and focus me, and I'm sure bled a substantial amount of health for it. Let's see, where did he go? He most likely went this way, would be my assumption. There's the 183. Yeah, I knew the AMX went this way. There you go. There's 500 damage, and put on my speed boost. Move over here really quickly. Hi there, pal. Let's light you on fire again. Well, I tried, but didn't get it out. Either way, he's dead. So we've now done 2,500 damage and single-handedly gotten the entire enemy flank over here killed. This is why I play aggressive. Like, I guarantee most skilled players would not have made the play that I did here because they're too scared that, oh, I'm gonna bleed health. But it doesn't matter if you bleed health in a heavy like this. That's the thing. Your job in a frontline super heavy like an IS-4 is to be the team. And it's not like I sacrificed my damage or anything. I'm actually going to deal over 3k if I'm able to hit the shot here. So we're going to aim in, and there you go. 3,200 damage. Like, this is the perfect IS-4 game. We didn't even block any damage, which sucks, but indeed. Is Wargaming not giving out France, England, Spain balls enough? They're all random drop chance, so... You're cooked in a maid dress sunyon? Why are you still mentioning it? It's okay to admit I'll look better than you. Skilled MM is not a bad thing if you have enough players to make a full team of equalish skill. No. No, not true. All competitive have skill-based leagues. Not really. There's a difference between randoms and skill-based. If you're playing League of Legends, you want to be challenged. But it doesn't... Your thought process is still completely flawed. Let's put your thought process into theory, right? Let's say I am a player with 5,000 battles and a 65% win rate. And you're now forcing me to fight other 65%ers. Now, what happens if you fight two 65%ers against each other over and over and over for the foreseeable future? What's going to happen is both of them are going to lose an equal amount of times, and your win rate's going to be 50%. Do you know what's going to happen if you play enough battles against other skilled players and your win rate goes down to 50%? It means that you're going to be placed against 50%ers. Everybody's going to be a 50%er. That thought process is flawed. Like, your thought process is never, ever, ever going to make sense. There's no argument to it. Placing two equally skilled players against each other forces them to then be 50%ers. Making two skilled players 50%ers is the equivalence as putting those players into just normal matchmaking. That thought process does not work. Games like League of Legends do not have statistics equivalent to Blitz. League of Legends is a skill-based game, same for Rocket League. But guess what? Even in Rocket League, you can play randoms or ranked. Does not make any sense whatsoever. That thought process is flawed. Anybody that thinks skill-based matchmaking should exist in a game where you have win rate and average damage doesn't make sense. If you want to play in skill-based matchmaking, you can go to ratings, and you can prove your skill there. If you want to play regulars, you should not be punished because you're better than somebody else. Doesn't make sense. I don't know how many times I have to explain it. It's like people don't understand basic math. It will never work. Why are we appeasing to the 40%ers in this community because skilled players exist? If you do the math, right? If you do the math, how many 40%ers are there in the game, and how many 60+%ers are there in the game? Well, judging that, we very rarely see people 3 marks driving around. I would say that less than 5% of the Blitz community is above 60% win rate. Now, if we turn the tables, what percentage of the Blitz community is lower than 50%? Probably about half of the community. So what you're telling me is that less than 5% of the community is so important and causing so many of your games to be a defeat that the 50% of the community that refuses to learn how to get better should punish those 5% of players. Really? Really? No. Bad thought process. It doesn't make sense. It never will make sense. Anybody that thinks skill-based matchmaking should exist in this game needs to play a different game. It's never going to happen. Wargaming put it into the game for a month. It was a disaster because players like me were quitting the game because nobody wanted to play a game where they were punished for literally just trying to chill. It's stupid. It's stupid. And furthermore, what you're doing is you're then forcing skilled players to have to play really cringe tanks. The whole thought process is flawed. It really doesn't make sense. Alright, let me equip you. 1, 2, 3. We already have the 122 on the vehicle. So, just go right into battle. Your argument does make sense, but so many OP autoloaders, they still allow smashers to platoon. That's stupid. Yeah. Indeed. You can do good battles. You can do good in regular battles if you have high ping. True. You can. But if you have really bad ping, my recommendation would be to probably not play games that are focused on ping. Like, if you're playing Blitz at 300 to 400 ping, like, why? Just play, like, a single-player game where ping isn't required, or play a game that has servers closer to where you live, or get better Wi-Fi. Like, not everybody can obviously afford better Wi-Fi, depending on where they live, but, like, I don't know. Complaining about ping, or, like, blaming ping for why you don't do well when you actively choose to play an online, mobile, competitive game doesn't, you know, it doesn't really make sense. Droodles doesn't want to be matched with other skilled players, so his win rate will go down. Wow, what a crazy thought process. Who could have figured that one out? Whoa. Ooh, wow, you're so smart. Skill-based matchmaking was put into the game. It was a disaster. I don't really know what else to tell you. If you genuinely believe it's better for the game, then go play a game that has skill-based matchmaking. As I said, it's not really my fault that you're not good at the game, is it now? God, this tank has the longest track repair speed I've ever seen in my life. Okay. I'm not really sure why anybody would ever play the KV-1 with this gun. If I have 55% win rate, would I be considered good? I mean, it depends. If you have 55% in noob matchmaking, I'd say you're kind of average. If you have 55% in... Okay. I hate using a repair kit when... Okay. Like, bro, what is this? Can I please play the game? Is that too much to ask? See, this gun does hit hard, but it just has such a bad, like, level of DPM that it's pretty horrible in return. Okay. I can't hit him. I'm not going to waste my time on the wedge, because he's going to die to the Hetzer. So, or the Stug. So I'm going to move over here. We're going to aim it on the T14. Wow. Yeah, that's great. Ooh, boy. Now I have to back up at -2 kilometers per hour. Is this tank just the easiest, like, track ever? Or something? Alright, well, we got the Matilda right here. Not able to HE him anywhere, but after 8 years of aiming, I am able to pen a shell, which puts me up to 924 damage. Well, I guess it's better than nothing. The KV-1 isn't a bad tank, it's just the gun that we have on our KV-1 is pretty horrible. Does Droodles balls even good? What? What? Well, we did okay, I guess. Alright, what donation is next? I did the IS-4, I did the KV-2. I have to do the 114 SP-2. Okay. Thank you for all the donations, by the way, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got 8 billion donations. All right, let me pull back up chat. Play 60 TP. I do like the 60 TP. It's a very good vehicle. Honestly, the 60 TP is kind of overpowered. It's like one of the few autoloaders that really just dominates. I also hate going to this side of the map, but when your whole team goes here, you're kind of screwed. I would say the chance of us winning this game is 30%. Whenever you see your team go this way in the heavies, and then your mediums go over towards A, you're screwed. Because what's happening is your mediums are now going to be completely surrounded by the enemy heavies. And in return, if I try making any play, I'm probably going to be farmed out. So yeah, it's pretty bad. Eight years of aiming later. Bruh. Just gonna go for it. Yeah, I think that hit. Yeah, there goes the mediums. Say goodbye. Who could have guessed that our heavies going alone to the other side of the map would not have gone well? And where our STB shouting Donald Trump is truly amazing. Imagine if the 114 SP2 is a TD. It would have been better as a tank destroyer. Our shell missed the E6, and there you go. We are down 3 full health tier 10s, and they did about 1,000 damage. So, yeah, I mean, it's done. This game is over, and I'm the only one playing aggressive, so I'm also absolutely cooked. Grill goes right through my upper plate because the 114 SP2 has actually 0 armor. I've never understood that either, why this tank has such bad armor. It's honestly a joke. It really is. Yo, guys. Let's make a tank that has no armor, also really slow, and let's also give it, like, one of the worst accuracy guns in Tier 10. That way, it has literally nothing going for it. Oh, and let's also make it an easy ammo rack and, you know, literally garbage in every single sense of the word. Wow, look how fun this is. Wow. Wasn't that fun? Who could have guessed this would have been a loss? Isn't this exciting gameplay, guys? I mean, the good news is that I'm on a press account, so it doesn't matter if we win or lose, but it's just games like these where you have your teammates in the heavies that are so stupid. Like, you should only always be going to base A on Black Goldville. And to be fair, it's Wargaming's fault as well for not designing maps better. Wargaming has maps designed so that there's a heavy flank and medium flank, but they've designed the map so horribly that if one team full sends one direction, you generally just lose. It's horrible game design. It really is. Okay. Next, I have to play in... I have to keep pulling this up. I bet you, with my 1,600 damage, I did like top on the team. Yep, there you go. And there's your team. 400 damage VZ, 40%er, 42%er, 47%er. And these are the kind of people that expect you, as a 60-plus percenter, to carry them every single game. This is what happens, right? This is the equivalence of skill-based matchmaking here. I get placed up against a 69%er, platooned with another 66%er. They get a boat player who's 60% win rate. They have a 51% win rate player, a 54% win rate player. So they don't have a single player that's under... There you go. They have a 49%er. That's their worst player. And then I get a platoon that's 48% and 42%. 4005's 51. The Rhino is 52. So, I mean, you can see my team was just substantially worse. I had 4 players that were 50%. And this is kind of how skill-based matchmaking works. It's not really fair. What am I supposed to do in that situation when all of my heavies are 40% and they're so stupid that they literally don't understand how to drive left and right? They don't understand that, oh, look, this is the right way to go to win, because they've never won. It's just so lame, because you're getting punished for actually understanding the mechanics behind the game, because your teammates don't. And if I went over to support the mediums, I would have just been steamrolled and died, and the heavies would have gone alone to town still. There's nothing you can do about that. Wargaming's tutorials don't help because Wargaming themselves are absolutely stupid. Like, Wargaming made a Rockfield tutorial and said, yo, guys, you should drive your heavies over towards base A. And, like, only a moron drives their heavies over to base A. Anybody that actually understands how to play the game knows that you should always be driving over towards base C. Most of the maps are like that, but even Wargaming doesn't understand their own games because they design the maps one way, but players don't play that way, right? If you design a map one way, and then your players decide, well, this is much better, like Middleburg, for example, going town on Middleburg is almost a guaranteed defeat. You should always go up the hill, but Wargaming designed it so that the heavies have to spend 8 years climbing up the hill, so most of the heavies just go town. Like, Wargaming has no clue what they're doing in terms of map design, and it doesn't help. They should change the class of the 114 SP2 and make it a TD. It's fine being a heavy. They just need to buff it. Like, it needs better upper plate armor, it needs better side armor, and it needs better turret armor. If they did, and it needs more accuracy. Like, if they did those 3 things, it would be totally fine. Just buff the armor and give it a better gun. Or, option B, give it more mobility. Give it a top speed of like 42 kilometers per hour. Give it a gun that's actually decent in terms of accuracy and buff its DPM to like 2,800. Then it would be less armored but have really good mobility for a heavy, really good DPM with a hard-hitting gun. Like, there are so many ways that it could be a good vehicle, but Wargaming refuses to do any of those options, right? You should start a GoFundMe so people will donate so you can make your own game. Well, the problem is I don't actually know how to code, so that wouldn't really work out too well for me. I do appreciate the thought process, though. Tried to get him. Well, I prefer to have a team of players that know how to play the game. I'll read it in a sec. I gotta do this first. There you go. Of course. My bad, bro. I made a poke, and therefore I bled about all of my health. Well, I got a present for you, Scorpion. It's a lot of your health missing. Because this side of the map has a flat disadvantage versus the other side. As I've said many times, if you're on the spawn that I got, enemy TDs can sit all on that ridgeline and punish you. If you're on the other spawn, that can't happen at all, because it's not possible with the way the hill's designed. But that's Wargaming, you know? They're good at map design. They know what they're doing. Oh, look at that. A spawn camping Panther 2, who I literally can't do anything about. Yeah, there you go. 200 health off my vehicle. Skilled, though, right? 531. Okay. Well, here's the thing, Scorpion. Here's the thing, my guy. I have high explosive, and you're dead. So, how did that work out for you? Just out of curiosity. Okay, let's see. Let's aim it on the Panther. Wow, that's where I aimed. Totally. And even though he's horrible, he knows what high explosive is. So I can't poke him anymore. I'll just sit here and do nothing else, I guess. There you go. Nice 249. I need to hit him one more time and hope that he's not skilled enough to hit me with high explosive. Alright, we're going to go for it now. Okay. I can't pen a Panther, my bad, guys. Alright, he missed. Which means I can poke again. There you go. There's 286. And now I just need to reload. 3, 2, 1. Alright, nice. Now, you know, you had the right idea with high explosive, but this time I'm actually going to make it work. Well, there you go. The Object 590 is a really good vehicle. It doesn't have the best penetration, but it makes up for it with the armor and the overall flexibility it has. Oh, interesting. Can I HE him anywhere? No, and he's back now? Okay. Just gotta make sure he can't back up into the building. Gonna try and track him, however, I was not able to. He broke his engine, but that didn't really help me either. There you go, another shot. Wonder if he even has the gun depression to hit me. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? I like how bro's AFK the entire game and then just randomly comes back the moment he gets shot. Do you think that these people just go into battle and they're like, oh, well, you know, I won't do anything, but the moment I get shot, ooh, like, what? $3,700, we got an ace, and a pretty good game. Not bad. Would you prefer to have a team of players that know how to play, or a team of 40 percenters that have no clue how to drive their tanks. If I'm fighting 40 percenters, if I have 4 40 percenters and the enemy team has 4 40 percenters, I'm fine with that. If I have a team with 50 to 55 percenters and the enemy team has a team with 50 to 55 percenters, I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with there being like 50% players on either team. I don't have a problem with 40% on each team. The problem is that there needs to be skill-based matchmaking, but not in the way that people think. People think that skill-based matchmaking means that if you're really good at the game, you should be fighting other really good players. That's not the issue. It's the bad players. As I mentioned, it's the bad players that are the problem. If I'm in this game in my 114 and my whole team sucks and their whole team is a bunch of 50 or like 60 plus percenters, that's not fair. Their team should be getting 2 or 3 of these 40 percenters, and my team should be given 1 of the 60 percenters. Then it would be evened out, right? What stops Wargaming from giving me this grill and giving their team this 4005? Nothing. Absolutely nothing stops them from doing that. The problem with skill-based matchmaking in Blitz is that there's not enough people to make it work. And even if there were, the way it would be done is wrong. It needs to even out the bad players, not the good players. Okay, what do we have next? We have so many donations. Did the 274. I did the Chieftain Proto. I'll donate $10 more if you do 0 gun damage and only ram with the BZT. Is that still up for grabs, Proximus? Okay.
Rose1N donated $1.99 through Super Chat. IGTG Droods.
Have a good one, Lowe's.
Later.
Apart from that, I have a BZ68 dono, and then I have to do the KV1. Alright. Let's do the BZ68. We've actually made it through just about all the donations, guys. So I'm going to play in the BZ68. I'll do the KV1 again, because you donated again. It's still up for grabs, alright. W. What order game do you play? I play a lot of other games, but mainly Helldivers and GTA. Those are some of them. Good driving FCM. Bro, put on speed boost to literally full speed into a rock. Okay, so I got 2 more games. If there's any donations, we'll keep going. If not, I'll probably end the stream off after I have finished with these donations. I could high explosive him, but I'm not going to go for it. The HE only does like another 100 damage. It's just not worth the risk versus my shell completely missing and screwing me over. WZ121 with neon camo. Very nice camo. Thank you very much for the dono. If I don't have the neon camo on it, I might not put it on just because I don't have a lot of gold left, but I'll see.
WC121 with neon camo.
What is the first thing you are going to do in GTA 6 drops? I'm going to make content on it. Okay. Aim it on his lower plate. There you go. Pretty bad rolls. We've actually been getting horrible rolls. I mean, this tank is what, 530 alpha, and we've literally been struggling to roll over 500. We've penned 3 AP shells with a 530 alpha, and we're at 1400 damage. I mean, that's pretty horrendous, if I'm going to be honest. This time, I'm going to pen a high explosive, though. And that one hit pretty hard. That one did hit pretty hard. Okay. Is Helldivers worth getting? If you have a console or PC to run it, I would say it's definitely a solid choice. Let's see. What's going on here? We have the Stridsvon, who I'm going to get a clearing shell into now. The Emil got absolutely crapped on. Soon, I'm going to donate for you to play the Lorraine. Very nice. For those of you that are joining the stream now, Somebody decided to donate $170 for me to wear a maid outfit on my next stream, so I guess I'm gonna have to buy a maid outfit. If you wanna pick the maid outfit I'm wearing, $50 and you can pick it. I literally can't pen the Yag Tiger anywhere, but he missed, and then over-angled, which allowed me to get the shell out. You can definitely see why I like this tank, though. It's got a good armor profile, it's got a pretty hard-hitting gun, and while the accuracy is pretty horrible, it's good enough that you're... Ooh, that works. Yeah, while the accuracy is horrible, it's a frontline tank, so it's not too big of a problem. Why does the Type 68 have 384 pen? I don't know. Because it does. We agree MM is not a problem in itself, but the issue is the lack of players in the game for it to work. In my opinion, if you had a lower win rate, it wouldn't make you any less good than you already are. It's not the win rate, it's the level of enjoyment. I don't want to play games where I'm constantly forced to have to try hard to achieve a win rate that I was able to achieve before without tryharding. Like, nobody wants to 3-mark a tank and have to try hard every single game they're 3-marking because they're forced to play up against other, like, 70%ers, you know? What happened to the last one? What do you mean the last one? Alright, I have to do the, I'm gonna skip the KB one for now, Proximus. I'm gonna do the BZT-70. Alright, guys, I have to drive the BZT-70, and I'm only allowed to ram. Is there a game mode out? Alright, I'm doing Infected Front. You didn't say I couldn't do a game mode. I have cheesed your rules. Is Winnie your cat? No, it's my dog. What happened to the 100k giveaway? I'm probably gonna do a giveaway for the SPHT. I just need to remember to do it before it leaves stores. Let me check how many days are left really quickly. If it doesn't... Okay, you know what? I'll do it. I'll announce the SPHT, because it doesn't say when this bundle is leaving. So yeah, I'll do like 5 SPHTs. Nice name for a dog, indubitably. Which one's the... I'm infected? Yeah, I'm infected, okay. Alright, well, I'm not allowed to shoot. Oh, wait, no, I'm not infected. Wait. I'm not allowed to shoot! Bruh! Well, if I die really quickly, I can become infected, so that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, wait, no, I can cap the base. I can cap the base. That's what I will do. If I'm not allowed to shoot, I'm gonna cap. 2 silencer games. Thank you very much for the donation.
Gaming with Milk 300
Is Winnie my cat?
$10
No.
through Super Chat. Silencer 2 games.
Can I have one? I don't think that's how it works. Proximus, if I win this game, you have to donate $50. Ram me. What do you mean? What do you mean? Also, why are we tunneling the BZT? Is the Błyskawica good? I think next update it's going to be really good. That's my personal opinion. I should have a pet car. Bro, it's so sad that I can't shoot. I mean, you can't shoot. I mean, you can shoot, but deal no damage. What? What does that even mean? Listen, if I'm capping the base, I'm helping my team. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna get him. Boom. I'm gonna get him. I can gun block. My team will understand, right? Just miss your shots. How does that help me? Oh, whoa! I got him, guys. There. Alright, well. Now I can at least ram. How many pets do I have? I have quite a few. I have a dog, a cat, and I also have... One sec. Eh. 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 Is it over? There you go. I won! I think you gotta give me $50 now or something. I don't know. Two-shot M6 show. Thank you for the donation. If I did better than anybody, I'm gonna be sad. Okay, no, I didn't. I did worst. But I did my job. Alright, there you go. You owe me $10 or whatever. $50 billion. What's next? I think I have to do the 1-2-1 next. On the way. Thank you for the donation.
At Proximus 01
I have to do
donated
the
$10 through
1-2-1.
Super Chat. On the way.
How much is the camo? Oh, it's I can't buy that camo. I'll play in it, but I can't buy that camo. That's too much gold. I only have, you know, a little bit of gold left. Play the Panther M10. Yeah, but the Panther M10 is so mid. Why would anybody want to play the Panther M10? I love dogs and cats. They are pretty good friends. They are not good friends. Not my dog and cat. My cat will not leave my parents' room, and my dog will chase my cat. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say. I also don't know why Wargaming decided to give this tank 440 alpha. That was definitely a decision of all times. Like, Wargaming is just notorious for making the worst decisions ever. Have a good one, Proximus. Panther M10 or Quetzal, which one are you choosing? Well, the Quetzal's actually garbage and the Panther M10 isn't, so I think that one's pretty obvious. The Vindicator. Speed, 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 speed. Alright, well, we'll see what happens here. I have a bit of a slight headache, and I took Advil, so I'm not really sure why. 60 TP, thank you very much, King Snack. Yeah.
At King
Spawn.
_snack
Okay. Really? That's what we're gonna do.
7664
Okay.
donated $5 through Super Chat. 60 TP.
Yeah, good job. Good job, 907. I wish this tank had gun depression. Unfortunately, it doth not. So I literally can't shoot any of them. But I can hit the E100. And I also tracked him, which allows my E50 to hit him. I wish I had stayed there, because he's still tracked, but, well, oh well. You win some, you lose some, right? Yo, guys, look how fair and balanced that is. 516 off a medium. 514 off an E100. Isn't that good for the game? Giving a medium with 3,000 DPM the ability to roll 500 damage a shot. Wow, 498. Out trading an E100 with my medium tank. It's good for the game, right? Dang. So close. A 907 is so hard pressed on tunneling me for some reason. Okay. Not really sure how that one missed. That was interesting. I like how they're telling the VZ to run like it's going to make any difference.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Alright, well there's one shot. There's another shot. I don't really want to poke this with that 4005 right there, so I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, there's the 4005, okay. I only have 3 tanks left. Concept was, for some reason, going all the way over here, so we're just gonna aim it on him. And now I just need to back up and waste as much time as I can from the concept. Oh, even better. Skilled. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you trying to run from me? Yeah. Little friend called Tungsten wants a word with you. Because as always, Tungsten's good for the game. This is my easiest 3-mark in the game. I 3-marked the 121 in less than 30 games because of this. I averaged like 4,600 damage. Giving the 121 the fastest aiming time in tier 10 with 440 alpha, rolling over 500 with Tungsten. It's stupid. Like, it's just another great example of why mediums are so dumb right now. I hate fighting the 121. It's such a cringe tank. Okay. This thing has 0 gun depression for an accurate 400 plus alpha. It doesn't have 0 gun depression. It has 6 degrees. Yeah. 6 degrees over the side, I think, and then 5 over the front, or it's the other way around. I don't remember. But it has 6 degrees and 5 degrees. Alright, next I have to play in the Silencer. And hopefully it goes better than the last time I played the Silencer. Oh, that's right, it's not British, it's Blitz Nation. Pretty soon here, I'll be back at my house in Arizona, which is pretty nice. I don't hate Ohio, even though, as I said, I got screwed over on the 4th of July. I'm really pissed about that. And I keep forgetting I have to contact my credit card company to see if I can get money back from the fireworks, but we'll find out. But yeah, I got screwed over on the 4th, and that was pretty tragic. Next year, I will get all the fireworks to go properly, and everything will be done correctly, but I've got to wait a whole year. I already have a calendar on my phone. I guess my phone's not with me, but I literally set a widget on my phone that tells me exactly when the next 4th will be. Oh, it has 3/4 year of premium account. This isn't even my main account. This is a press account. The world didn't want you to be happy that day? Yeah, evidently.
Let's go.
What's the tune costage? It's $3 a game. Thank you, ARL, for driving directly in front of me. I appreciate it. Day's been pretty good, though. This thing has 0 gun... Oh, no. I already read that. Okay. Is Droodles poob? I'm the biggest poob. I'm the Poobinator 9000. Tiger's armor is easy to pierce. Correct. That's why it has a very good gun and very good mobility. Will I get spotted if I poke this? No. Interessante. Love to be able to hit them in the crossing. Oh. Interesting. There's... really? Really? Okay. My bad game, you know. Why? Why are we there? Just, like, honestly, why? What are we doing there? Why are we just sitting all of our tank destroyers with no cover in the most random position? Like, what do we gain from this play? I mean, I'm going to take this guy out of the game. I'm just so confused. Why do people always do this? This is why I hate low-tier games, is you get people like these tank destroyers who legitimately have 0 clue what they're doing. Okay, really? My bad. And, like, I have all of these players here who refuse to make a play. There's 326. Sturmill's gone. Still have the blaze,
At
though.
BCT_Amoric_exploded donated 800 yen through super chat.
We'll keep sending you super
I will
chats
keep
until this
sending you
tank is
super
buffed.
chats until BCT
Alright,
is
keep
buffed.
spamming them then. Fill me up. Okay, there's one. There's two. Also, Silencer is incredibly overpowered for those of you that don't know. Double shot 300 alpha gun with really good pen. Really. Okay, there you go. That's better. Bro donated 800 yen. Indeed. Wargaming has a secret facility in Moscow that allows them to control the weather. You're right. Oh, I didn't mean to open Epic Games. What the hack is the Medjay? It is a tier 5. It's pretty OP, but it's a tier 5, so who cares? Murat's hull armor is good. It's okay. The upper part of the Murat armor is good. The lower half is pretty bad. PZ2. No. Droodles plays Fortnite. That's Helldivers. Kill KV1S. Why? Why? Let's go. Let's go on the road. What would you say is your top 5 favorite tanks? Well, I would definitely say the BZ-75 is one of my favorites. If the BZ-T-70 actually worked, I would say it's one of my favorites, but I'll still list it up there. I like high alpha vehicles. It's just, a tank is so hit or miss. Literally. What else do we have? Trying to think. Probably not many more tier 10s. I do like the AMX 1357. That thing's really fun. I don't know. I really don't have, like, a favorite tank list. I do have a lot of tanks that I like, but I don't know if there's anything I can say, like, directly is my favorite. Don't forget about the Panther M10. Excuse me, I did not get donated for the Panther M10, so until you open up your bank account and give me a fat donation, no Panther M10 for you. Yeah, so I just took a full health KV1S and brought it to 300 hit points. Like, this tank's stupid. Why? Why does this tank have the ability to do that, you know? We have the, okay, that's not where I aimed, but whatever. Just fire standard shell if it's going to do that. Object 268, thank you very much for the donation. Please play Churchill 3. No. Why do we keep listing, like, tier 5s that nobody cares about? Okay. Poke it. Bro, that Force Twitch has missed every shot. Nice. We all have issues, indeed. But yours is, you know, started by skill. Hello, Mr. Forest Witch. How are you doing today? There's 309, there's 360, and there goes a lot of your health. Double shot autoloaders are definitely the most OP of the bunch, because you just shoot twice, then back into cover. And I mean, what's this guy supposed to do? Now I've got my shells back. Oh no, you're mad at me. Anyway, there's one. Oh, that's my fault, but it doesn't really matter. The Black Prince kills him anyway. Yeah, this tank's pretty stupid. And this tank's fast. Like, it has a top speed almost of 50, so we're chilling. We're going to beat our Black Prince there, and then I'm going to take off about, you know, 90% of this guy's remaining health. How should I play the Sentinel? Generally, haul down. It's the easiest way. There you go. We are up to 3,500 damage, and we absolutely ruined the SU-100M1's game. And in 5 more seconds, we have our shells back. And, like, what's this guy supposed to do? Nothing. He literally can't do anything. Pretty easy stuff. There you go. I don't think we aced it. We probably got a first class. Second class. Yeah, that shows you just how stupid the thing is. Alright, what's next? 60 TP. Alright. And then after this, I definitely have the 60 equipped. I know people have donated for that. Yeah, there you go. And then after the 60 TP, we have the last donation in the Object 268. What's your cursed technique? I don't know what you mean by that. Silencer engine sounds like a drone. Maybe it's supposed to be electric or something. What's your highest damage game ever? It's in the Tortoise. I think it was 11,000 damage. But it was so long ago that we don't have... there's a picture on my old iPad of it somewhere. That's all I know. My old iPad has a picture of it. But apart from that, you'll basically never know. Okay. Well, let's keep on going. What's your... Oh, no, I already read that one. They got something in base C. I mean, this is a loss. Our whole team is going town, which is already a disaster. I'm spotted, which means that there's a medium over there who's probably going to try and hit me. However, we do hit the STV pretty hard, which is quite nice, and now I'm just going to back up. And if I sit right here, I can basically punish the enemy for over-aggressing if they try to. Good job, STV. You know, you got nuked once, and the best play that you have is, gee, let me try again. You know, that's really big brain. If this IS-4 decides to poke me, I'm going to be really pissed. Oh, he actually is. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, go ahead, my guy. There goes 703 of your health. What a genius play. Just gonna back up over here. Wow, good shot. That was really impressive. Ah, there it is. Well, goodbye. Nothing I can do about it. I'm tracked. I can't move, and the entire enemy team is tunneling me, so... Oh, well. Oh, well. Good job. Very skilled. Wow. You've now thrown away 90% of your health to tunnel me. And the funny part is, you're not winning. You're not winning this. It's gonna be really funny if he screws up this shot. Yep, there you go. Good job, buddy. L. Literally L. You threw your game away to tunnel me. Wow. So I did 3,000 damage. I killed the IS-4. And not only that, but I may have actually given my team a win. My team may be horrible, but I think that my play alone may have given our team a win. I got the STV killed. I held long enough that our base cap is up. That IS-4 is a moron, though. That guy tunneling me was literally the worst play he could have possibly made. The correct play would have been capture base C, push wide, kill our tank destroyers, and then win based off of that. YOLOing me is literally the worst play you could have possibly made. So, they're going to lose on base cap. Pretty big L if you ask me. Horrible team, though. There you go. "20 minutes before one guy donated for Yo." Oh yeah, wasn't there a Yo donation as well? Let me see. I think there was a Yo donation. I did the 60 TP. Oh yeah, that's right. 2-shot Yo. Okay, let me do that as well. Thank you for the donation. I just need to go see that IS-4 stats really quickly. Yeah, 54%er. Well, you know, you get a thumbs down. Alright. M6 Yo is also equipped and already has the double shot. %ers just YOLO whatever is in their vision. He's not even a horrible player. I bought Tornvon a few days ago, now it's getting nerfed. Why did they sell it a few days before announcing nerf? Don't know. That's one you'll have to bring up with Wargaming. Droodles, do you have Desert Eagle? You've seen my gun review. And yes, I have 2. Urge of Herger Baba. Average damage in the SPHT. I think my average damage is 3,700 in it. It's a pretty easy vehicle to 3-mark. I thought about 3-marking a tank tonight, but I still have to do some recordings and I have a bit of a headache. Yo guys, look at how fair and balanced this tank is. 980 health off that player, and I back in the cover. Now granted, it's on a concept, so 100% deserved. But still, I mean, this tank's ridiculous. Okay. And there's 1, and there's 2. There you go, that's 1900 damage dealt. Now we back up again. Most broken tank ever in the history of Blitz. Probably this one. I think the M6 show is pretty OP, I'm gonna be honest. Good job, Hovry. You got shot like 15 times from the same enemy and are shocked that you got hit by him again. Oh no, the grill hit me for 960 anyway. And now we back into cover, up to 2,900 damage now. Okay. Okay. Really? Really? My bad, bro. My bad. I guess I'm going to be punished by some concept who's garbage at the game. Clearly. Bro literally threw his game away to tunnel me. 423, and he's dead. But the funny part is, I still have 1,000 health left. I've done 3,600, and their team's done. It is pretty funny that the concept threw his entire game away to tunnel me, though. Hey, look, guys, a 60 TP. Well, that one was unfortunate. Good thing we have 2 shots, which also was unfortunate. Both of my shells did not really treat me well there. It's not like I bled anything for it, but still. E4 hit my teammate there. Leopard gets him killed. 1, 2. I don't really care if I die, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I bled out that E4 at least a little bit. And our 113, wow, massively low rolls the Leopard. It's pretty horrendous. Yeah, we did hit the E4. We took a rather substantial chunk off of his tank. That guy's dead. And now all that's left is the enemy E4 over here. What are you going to do? You're screwed. We've already dealt easily 4,500 damage, so I don't really care if we do any more. Yeah, the M6 gun is just so overpowered. The armor didn't really work, but honestly, the armor on this tank is not bad. It's average, but the fact that it has gun depression and a troll turret is enough to make it work. There you go. Will you do a G-SOR gun mark soon? I probably will. I mean, there you go, 4,800 damage. The tank's brain dead. It's absolutely brain dead. Alright. Then we have one last game in the Object 268. That is our last game on stream. We've been streaming for a while today, 2 hours and 20 minutes. And it's kind of perfect that we're ending off the stream because I have 600,000 credits left. Dun, 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 dun. Got to put a camo on the tank. Where is it? There you go. What happened to Reforged? It's gone. As of now, Reforged is not getting released. We'll see what happens in the future. I won't say what was the best buff on a tank ever. Probably the Badger buff. That tank used to be garbage, and it's actually pretty good now. G-Sword the tank is just a low caliber FE 2 and 5. Not really. The 2 and 5B's rear turreted has 8 degrees of gun depression, while the G-Sword has 12 degrees. Yeah, I don't really think they're actually close at all. I'd say G-Sword is closer to a Chieftain than a 2 and 5B. When will set license be available? Not really sure. Most likely the next update, but I guess we'll find out. I hate this stupid car. You have to literally go out of sniper mode to be able to hit vehicles from that position. Yeah, so we're just going to go right where I wanted to be. Okay. That's really helpful. Yeah, thank you. Keep blocking me. Wow. Thanks, bro. And then I'll get shot? God. People like this 752 are actually garbage, bro. That's really all I can say. I don't think he even did anything. Well, this spot here is pretty safe for the most part. Because they have that Seleno right there. She took a pretty big chunk off of, 700. There you go. Got some bounces. The 268 is just a really good vehicle. They need to go. Have a good one. Hopefully enjoyed the stream. This is quite the team that we've been given here. Quite the bad team. This is 100% a loss. I can't pen that. It's not worth the risk, because I'm going to have an IS-7 on my rear. Yep. What a fun battle. Yay. I love Blitz. I love it so much. There's 770. And your decision is to YOLO me. That's your decision. Oh, he bounced me. Ammo rack? No. I was really hoping we would ammo rack him, but we didn't. The only play I can make at this point is to back up this way so that the IS-7 won't be able to kill me. And then I can hit the BZ again. There you go. I did 4,100 damage. I mean, being in a tank destroyer against all these heavies and being able to deal 4,200 damage is pretty good. The 268 is not a bad tank, but unfortunately, when you get people like this Yo driving to the other side of the map and they're heavy, when you have your heavies and tank destroyers all dying, there's nothing you can do. I mean, that's just Blitz in a nutshell. As I always say, like, it doesn't matter how good you are at this game. If you get teammates like this, it's done. Right from the start, it's done. You can't do anything more. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed today's live stream. Thank you very much for the donations. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. Apart from that, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.